Now, we saw those extraordinary pictures at the top of Julian's report and actually at the end as well. Let's go live to East London to join. Well, if you've been trying to get anywhere by train today, it could have been a struggle. Services are being disrupted and cancelled all over the place. And here's a statistic from Network Rail that might explain why. Yesterday, it recorded a rail temperature in Suffolk of 62 Celsius. That can really explain why tracks are buckling. Let's go to Euston Station. So, how are you finding it? Too hot to work? Too hot full stop? It's getting pretty unbearable in places. I have never felt anything like this, not in the UK anyway. But how are you finding it? Well, and Instagram, we will be sharing some of your messages a little later. If you're saying with politics in the race to become a Conservative leader, 4 became 3 a little while ago. Kemi Badenoch became the latest to be knocked out after securing the fewest votes. Tory MPs now have to choose between Liz Truss, Penny Mordaunt and Rishi Sunak. He came out on top with the most votes. Let's get more on this. Let's join up. Now, have you had to work today in this heat? You might have been lucky enough, like Dan and I, to have a nice air-conditioned office and studio. It's so cool in here. Or you might have been tucked away in a stuffy home office in your spare room. Or maybe you've been on your feet all day or working in a kitchen or factory. How have you been coping? Well, Peter Lane has been in Sheffield meeting some particularly hot and hardy workers there. With us. We're going to start with Kay in Essex. She lives in the area that Toby Sadler's was speaking to us from in Wennington. She says, I'm 5 minutes away from Wennington, from those fires, and it's awful around here. The community are doing all they can to help. The whole area is engulfed with smoke, she says. We can't leave our houses and our doors and windows are shut in 40 degrees heat. Our heartfelt thanks go out to all the fire teams today. Thank you so much for getting in touch, Kay. Ursula in Stamford says it's almost unbearable. Rory from Wakefield says it's pretty much unbearable for a pastry Yorkshireman like me. Luckily, I work from home so I can use fans and take cold showers whenever I want, but I am still struggling. Thanks so much for all your messages.
Yeah, great.
But first, a quick look at the weather in case you don't know it's hot. See you in a sec.
It's amazing. I mean, those guys they're used to working in those sorts of temperatures. I think lots of people contacting us tonight are really terrified by some of the things they're seeing.
Terrified, and actually we've had viewers from all over the country get in touch.
To hear from you today. We have all huge parts of the country experiencing their hottest temperatures on record.
And it's not just us.
At the end of the programme as well. It's been a monumental day, isn't it? And if the provisional figures are right, the UK temperature record has been smashed today. Scotland's temperature record has gone as well. It's the same all over the UK. 2 fire services have declared major incidents because of the sheer numbers of fires. The London Ambulance Service told us earlier they're treating 6 people for a blaze in Dagenham. And we've also just heard from the Prime Minister last few minutes. He's tweeted his thanks to the firefighters and frontline services for working so hard today.
Yeah, well, wherever you are in the country, it's likely you've been experiencing temperatures that are far higher than normal today. If you were in those record-breaking highs of 40, we really do hope you managed to stay safe.
Yeah, throughout the evening, we're going to bring you the very latest on those developing stories, both in London, in Leicestershire and other parts of the UK as well. And we know it's been a pretty worrying time for many. We've seen that, haven't we, in some of the messages to the fire phone tonight. Warnings about more extreme weather in the long term from Claire. But for now, the good news is it is easing off a little bit tomorrow. And Claire's got a full forecast for us in just a moment. But we thought we'd end tonight with some images from what has been a record-breaking week right across the UK.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe.
Yeah, take care. We'll see you soon.